Hey, good morning, good afternoon. So I'm Jeff, Not Dead Yet Adventures. If you're not tracking, I sold everything I own a few months ago. I don't know, 5 months ago, 6 months ago, whatever. And I hit the road. Have no address. Been to a few countries so far. I think I hit the road June, and this is the middle of October, second week of October, somewhere in there. I'm in Tirana, Albania. Been here a few months now. I thought I'd put together a mishmash of videos about pricing and food. I've been filming little clips for ever since I've been here, so I figured I'd put together just a mishmash. So I don't even know what day it is. I think it's like a Wednesday or Thursday, I'm not sure, but I just woke up. I'm on this nice busy street. I've got my espresso here. Just for the record, I think this cost 160 lek. I've come here often, so I usually drop 300 for a double espresso. Hey, the phone cut out, and it was kind of good timing anyway, but I finished my coffee. I sat there for a few minutes. I'm not as starving, ravenous as I was, which is good. But I do want to eat before it gets too late. If I wait too long, eating closer to bedtime than I want to. It's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I checked my clock. I was sat there for a good, half hour. But I'm in the city center now. I always say it wrong. Skanderbeg, I think. I'm the worst at pronunciations, but I just love this because you have the mountains up here, have a big flag and statues over there, but you could sit here for hours and watch people and just enjoy the sunshine. Even when it's raining out here, it's nice to sit and chill. I'm headed over here to this place called Fast Food, and it's one of my favorite cheap meals. They've got a bunch of different options there. I get pretty much the same thing every time, and don't ask me to say it out loud. It's a number 3. I want to say suffrage something. I don't know. I'm horrible with language. I have a hard enough time with English. But I'll take a picture of the outside, throw that up there, and then I'll try and film some inside. I don't like intruding on other people when I'm filming, so we'll see how that goes. But I'll definitely at least get some pictures and prices for you. And then I'm going to add in a bunch of clips of just other random prices of food while I've been here. So the grocery store, the markets, and then other restaurants. There we go. How's that? So it is what it is. I'll see you soon. Okay, so this is probably the busiest I've ever seen this place. We've got some yogurt, something here. It's usually got a lot more green stuff in it. Lettuce. These are like pickled peppers. They're actually kind of tasty. Some tomato, cucumber, meat, fries, and pita bread. And then I've got a water. You see the price there is $4.90 total. They kind of do it up and down, but it's 490 lek for all this and the water, and it's just a great meal. I love it. So just to show you the conversion here, 490 lek is $410 America, $4.10. So you can see that's a pretty good value for a full meal. And this was the smallest portion I've ever received there, and coincidentally the first time I've ever finished the plate. I eat there quite often, and here's the menu if you want to pause it and zoom in. But yeah, this was probably my favorite cheap eats place to go my entire trip. So this right here is why dieting in Albania is so hard. walking down the street. There's a half dozen of these places, and they're just so yummy. So I finished up lunch. I'm standing here in the middle of the street, waiting on the red light there to cross. I didn't get me an ice cream. It wasn't fast food, it was street food I was at. I got a couple of pictures they're dropping in there. But this right here is like really what it makes it so hard to diet here in Albania. You know, I'm gonna walk home right now and I head down this street and there's, besides the dozens of coffee shops, there's 2 more bakeries. It's just really insane the amount of really good. So this little ice cream cone was 50 cents. And it's my favorite spot. Like there, you know, I've tried many, obviously. And it's just, the blueberry that they do at that one is a little different than everywhere else. It's got a little tang to it. I just love it. But back to my dieting. So this little scoop of ice cream is probably the last thing I'm gonna have all day. And it's kind of funny, you know, I was talking to a doctor about 2 years ago about my diet, and he's looking at my labs and was having some problems, and the doctor said, okay, eat 2 more strips of bacon a day, drink a couple glasses of milk a day, and there was another thing he said that, oh, cheese. He's like, eat more cheese. And it was just the funniest thing to hear a doctor say that shit, right? You're like, okay, I'm a fat ass with, you know, at the time it was, had borderline hypertension for 10 years, you know. Finally got on some hypertension medicine because it went up and up and up. But, you know, it was just funny to have a doctor saying, you know, eat all this bad stuff. And it's basically because, you know, my lab said I needed stuff in those foods. I needed calcium, I needed salt, things like that. So I finished my walk. Fair warning, man, if you come to Albania or Portugal, be careful about the orange juice. It is addicting. I've said this in a couple of videos and I'll say it until I'm blue in the face. You know, they put the oranges in the machine, it squeezes the juice into the glass and it comes to your table, and it is just outstanding. And I don't know if I'll ever go back to American coffee after getting so used to espresso. And this little shop here across from the square, they're on my Instagram. They do probably one of the best espressos in town. Anyway, have a great day. So I mashed this open a little bit so you can kind of see what's going on in there. There's some avocado. I don't see any tomato at the moment. There's tomato in there. There's a little bit of ham. Lots of chicken, lettuce. There's some more avocado. Just an amazing little package. Like, I've never had crepes like this. To me, crepes are always like a dessert. And you know, this is amazing. It's like a cross between a burrito and a sandwich. But I had no idea this was what I was getting when I ordered that crepe. I ordered an avocado crepe, and I'm thinking, you know, I'm gonna get something flat on a plate with lots of sauce and avocado stuffed inside like a dessert. And this has turned out to be an amazing lunch instead of a snack. So the oblivious tourist, the wanderer, you know, stumbles into something else. Tacos in Tirana. They weren't the best, but they were definitely tasty. The nachos coming up here were pretty unique as well. I did like the little tongs to serve them. It was pretty handy. And they did a seasoning on the chips, so it got a little intense, but it was kind of a neat little change of pace. But nothing to write home about, but you can definitely find them if you want them. Good espresso is everywhere. Okay, I just got to stop here. So, you know, as I said earlier, it's a beautiful day. Heading out on an adventure. Gonna go up the mountain. I stopped to get some espresso and breakfast. And trying a new place today, and it is blowing my mind. These are avocado toast with a fried egg on top. The avocado has got just the right amount of lemon juice in there, so it gets a little zing, but it doesn't overpower it. You still get the full avocado creamy and flavor. And then they've got these sprinkled powdered walnuts. They're super chewy. They're not like hard, old, stale, crusty walnuts. They're like super soft and chewy, and it just adds a flavor I could not have imagined. You know, always liked walnuts, but man. And here's the kicker, right? So here's the bill. So I got a bottle of water, a double espresso, and then the avocado toast. And I'll let you do the translation on that, but just an amazing place. I can't get over this flavor combination. I don't think I've ever tasted anything quite like it. It's really, I've had a lot of avocado toast with eggs, but the walnut on there and the lemon juice, and I think they used a different oil or something, I don't know, but it's a really great flavor combination. That and the eggs are not processed eggs, right? These are grass-fed eggs. Makes a big difference on flavor. There we go. Okay, this was literally so good yesterday. I had to come back and make sure it was real. Just a fabulous breakfast. Let's give it a go. So a common theme with me is I'd order what I thought was an appetizer or snack and get a full meal. Here's another example. This was a risotto with some pumpkin shreds. That's not carrot, that's pumpkin in there. It's actually so yummy. Wow. These black burgers are pretty popular. I wasn't that big of a fan, but they're everywhere and they're good and bad. Just depends on where you go. This became a daily routine for a short time, and then I started cutting the juice out too. The seafood in Tirana was actually really great. I was kind of surprised. I didn't expect that when I got there. But you know, whatever you wanted was available. This meal I found some little back alley restaurant, kind of interesting, and came with these vegetables too. So this is a beautiful restaurant. So I just had the most interesting exchange. Talking to the waiter about what to order, and he literally recommended the cheapest thing on the menu. He said it's the best dish, and if I didn't like it, he'd give me something else. Okay, so check this out. It is as hot as it looks. I was able to cool some down on a spoon, get a quick taste, and had that very comfort food home taste to it, but I'm gonna have to wait till that cools down. It's in this full stone or cast iron, I don't know. Another little manual Ken Burns there. So I didn't lick that bowl clean, but I did scrape it clean. It was just a fabulous dish. Oh my lord. And the service here, I gotta tell you, the service here is top notch. Like probably some of the best service I've had in Albania. So there's everything you need to know. But yeah, food is top notch. Only a little tiny bit more than downtown, and well worth it. I mean, the service here, like I said, probably some of the best service I've had in Albania so far. Just really incredible. And the view, right? So good view, good food, good view. What more do you want? So I'm back at the restaurant. The tram is down for lightning, and figured I'd eat dinner. And I forgot to do the before pick, but so I took a bite of this seafood risotto and it stopped me in my tracks. Like, the flavor is just perfect. Like, it's so creamy and you can taste the seafood without it being fishy, which, you know, I don't mind the fishy flavor. I grew up on it, but this is definitely, you know, I feel like I'm turning into a foodie here in Albania. I mean, who knew the food was so good, you know, and the view isn't quite what it was. Let me disconnect the power, because we got some rain out there. See the rain hitting hard there, but you know, it's hard to argue with a meal like this, and when you see the price, you'll be floored. So this is what you recommended last time, and I've been informed they're out of it. So I'm not sure what I want to choose here. We got a bunch of other stuff. Quite the extensive menu. Maybe a pizza. Pizza sounds good. It's a lot of food, but usually the pizzas here have been for two, not one. Gotta love this. Oh, I forgot to show you. Okay, so there's octopus in there. There's some shrimp. That's a piece of squid. And it's just, I mean, you can see it's calamari. You can see it's just steaming hot. And okay, I gotta get to work here. See you, bye. Okay, so it's later than I'm gonna admit to, but it's a Friday night, and we got some road noise, of course. But this isn't pizza. It looks like a pizza box, but it's a crepe. I haven't tried this place, but I've been eating these crepes, and they're just amazing. Thank you. So I just ordered a strawberry smoothie. She makes them out of, or watermelon smoothie. She makes them out of fresh watermelon. And then these crepes, like, check out this crepe. This is a chicken Caesar. Well, how am I gonna do this? It's dark out. And, so look at that. That's shredded chicken, lettuce, tomato, Caesar dressing. I think that's Philly cheese or cottage cheese or something. And the thing is heavy. They're like super heavy. Right? Like, you know, it's at least a half kilo, if not 3/4 of a kilo, for $3. You get this huge meal. Like, I'm gonna struggle to finish this crepe. I mean, it's just huge. You know, it's like 3 pieces of pizza in weight. Thank you. Thank you very much. So it's like 3 pieces of pizza, you know, weight-wise, and it's just, they're so yummy. I can't get over how yummy these crepes are here. So there you go, Albanian night food. Okay, that'll give you a better, this will give you a better idea of what's in there. And there's like I want to say a red wine vinegar or something on there that is giving a little zing. You know, and I'm already starting to get full. I've got my watermelon drink there, and you know, that was watermelon. Like, she just ran that through the juicer. It's 200 lek. This was 300 lek. And like I said, it's so late. The street cleaners are out. I've been working on the computer all day, all night, and just wandered out hoping Friday night I could find a snack. And enjoying the chill life. Probably not the best thing to finish a workout with, but I don't really care. It's what I got, it's what I'm gonna have, and I'm gonna enjoy the shit out of it. Yeah, and there's the reward. Look at that avocado toast, fried egg, walnuts on top. By far my favorite breakfast going right now. Hey, just another quick shopping trip here. I got 2 items. I got these olive crackers and can of sardines from Portugal. This is all they had for sardines. Had some cans of salmon I might try, but it was kind of pricey. So there's our total, $2.99 and $2.09. $5.08 out the door, and it got charged $5.08 to my credit card. I forgot to check. Let me see. The bank hit me for $4.35. It's 5.08 LEC, and the bank hit me for $4.35 for those 2 items. So I've filmed this a few times before, but this is the Blue Flamingo crepes, and I got the chicken Caesar. I figured out what the little zing is. It's a balsamic dribble right there. Yeah, it's just great. And she did it without the sour cream today, which I appreciate. I didn't even have to ask her. She remembered from yesterday. So, a little extra in the tip jar there. So once again, you know, I ordered off the menu expecting one thing. I got something different. This is a Caesar salad. I did not expect chicken, so I ordered raviolis too. And it comes with bread as well, which would be great with the raviolis. I just love this restaurant. It's called The View Bistro. So that's the problem with good food. You forget to take a picture or video. So this is the raviolis. I already scarfed one down. It's really yummy. Again, they went with the crushed walnuts, and there's like a mushroom sauce on there that's like a creamy mushroom. Just really great. But yep, I'm gonna shut up and start eating. So here it is. That's a fresh squeezed orange juice, and then I just wanted one of these. The standard orders too, so I'll sort that out tomorrow. And then, like I said, I got my espresso. I already killed the water. I gotta tell you that I hadn't had any water yet this morning, and that was nice and cold. And those first 2 sips when they're cruising down the gullet, just so refreshing. So let's cut into this. I'll show you, man. These guys cook it perfectly every single time. Normally I have a fork helping me here, but you can see that is a perfectly cooked egg. It's this way every single time. I've had this 10 times, and it's never been missed once. Never even been close to missed. You know, it's on the money. The other thing, like if you're from the West like me, you know, the eggs, I don't know if the camera will really show you the color well, but you know, in California, the eggs are this kind of like almost a cranny yellow color, and here they're like a deeper, you know, it's like compare like regular French's mustard to like, you know, a deep dark porter mustard like Sierra Nevada mustard, and that's kind of the difference in yolks. The yolks here are this deeper color, and there's a little bit of a different taste to them, but you know, first time, you know, it kind of caught me off guard, but I really like this flavor better. It's got more flavor to it, and you know, the yolk has all the flavor to begin with. I'm gonna shut up and eat. See you later. A new little twist on my standard breakfast there. Didn't like it quite as much, but it was still good. So here we are once again, ordering something off the menu blindly, and yeah, it's a lot more burger than I ever expected. I don't even know if I'll think about finishing that. Hey, a new restaurant, got a vegetarian lasagna of sorts over here, and then some chicken over here. 680 total. I'm here in Albania sweating. Well, I'm sweating like a nothing I can say on camera. And I found a place that serves these German beers. I took out my phone, I started filming. I'm gonna try this YouTube thing for about a year, and appreciate you. Okay, just another quick shopping trip here. So I picked up some kiwis and then an avocado, and that was 400 lek, which is, I don't know, 380 or it's under $4. I think it's like 120 lek to the dollar or something like that. I don't remember. But anyway, figure $4, for finger math. And then I got an umbrella. Looks like I'm probably going to stay here a few months, and it likes to rain. An umbrella is the right answer because the way it rains is pretty sporadic, but this seems to be pretty often. So a little poncho would probably do well. Like out in the Azores, I carried a poncho, and that was great for that type of rain. But here, because they're on the island, in the summertime, it would just rain so briefly. Even when it did rain, wait it out 5-10 minutes. Here, I can expect up to probably an hour on a brief storm, and evidently, days at a time sometimes too. So if I'm gonna stay here another couple months, it's not the umbrella I wanted, but it was 500 lek, right? So I'm walking home from my morning walk, and I could smell these peaches down the road. Like, there's little, I don't know what they call them here in Albania, and in Portugal, on the island, they call them mini mercados, and Philippines, sorry stores, but little, like, tiny shops in the neighborhood. There's probably, I don't know, there's a bunch. They're everywhere. And there's one, like, 30 meters from my front door downstairs. So I stopped, I could smell these peaches, and I can still smell them right now. It smells amazing. They're a little bruised up. They're not the best. Always check the top for rot. This is where you'll see if there's rot most of the time. Anyway, so, and then I picked up some eggs. So that, if I'm reading this right, I can't read it through the camera. So one at 280 and one at 60. So I think the fruit was 60, I don't know what they call a cent in lek. And then the eggs were 8 for 280. I didn't record any details of this meal. It was a traditional restaurant some local friends took me to, and it was pretty yummy. Definitely want to go back there for more of the same. Hey there, so I got another shopping trip done. I hope this is some like ammonia floor cleaner. That was my goal. A couple things of pasta sauce. I needed 2 AAA batteries. I think the only thing I have that doesn't have rechargeable batteries is my mouse for my computer, and it died. I think everything else is rechargeable. I should go through my whole pack sometime. And then I needed some deodorant. Stuff I had ran out, and it's just kind of an urgent need. I don't know if that's good, bad, other, whatever, but so here's the bill. So you see the roll-on was $320. The Kleenex, the floor cleaner, was $275. Batteries are $360, and then the pasta is 2 at $230. 9. So our total, and I got a bag for 15 cents. Our total was 1,448. Let me try not to put anybody on blast. It's got QR codes, so I folded it wrong. Forgive me. And the printer ink isn't real strong. So there it is, 1,448. It rang in on my phone on a text message at like 12 and change, under $13. So there you go. Another example of prices in Tirana, Albania. Hey, so it's Thursday. I didn't get out and grind this morning. Had a lot of problems this morning. But that gives me an opportunity to improve next week. It's evening time. I just got home with this margarita pizza, Albanian style. Super excited. I've been looking forward to a margarita pizza for a while. Made the mistake in Italy of ordering a margarita pizza, and it's just cheese. So if you're from America and you think margarita pizza is margarita pizza, it's not. It's just cheese. But this pizza was so hot coming home, like I could barely carry it on my fingertips through a stack of, it's still too hot to even grab. I could barely carry it. I had double that stack of napkins and my fingers were like pressing through them. It was so hot. But anyway, hope you had a great day and be grinding in the morning. Hope you are too. So back in Albania finally, loving it here, but thought I'd try something new for breakfast. So this is like a pastry with a sausage inside. This has some spinach, and I forgot what this one has, but you know, I took it out of the bag. On the shelf it looked great. I took it out of the bag and it reminded me of like all the dog poo I had to step over to get here. So I'm gonna call that the dog poo roll from now on. Doggy doo doo. And of course a double espresso. Yep. We'll give this a go and see how it tastes. Okay, lesson learned. Make sure you're on video, not photo. So here's some water. I got 2 cases of 6. Had to pay for a plastic bag. And I got 4 little items at the grocery. This is my first grocery shopping in Albania. So I got some olive oil. I hope that's olive oil now that I look at it, not vinegar. Pretty sure, yeah, olive oil, top. Okay. Got some pasta for some soup, and then I didn't even realize this was soup mix until I got home, but just froze your standard frozen vegetables. And then my sweet tooth is killing me right now, so I don't know about the Activia part, but I always love blueberry yogurt, so we'll see what that tastes like. So the receipt here, so I just went through this thinking it was on video, and it was a picture. So I sorted out the pasta, was $1.75, so 100 lek is about €1 and about $1. So you can just ballpark it at $1.75. Olive oil was $8.50. And then, come on, focus. And then we got the Activia was $3.20. It's really expensive for what it is. The 400 grams, that's a soup mix, 400 grams of mixed vegetables. It's coming in at $1.69. And then 6 1.5 liter bottles of water is $3.30, and then 6 more is $2.34. So got both types, or 2 out of 3 to see what I like better. And then I'll just keep, once I find what I like, I'll just keep going with that. But that's the first shopping trip. So it came out to 2,093 lek. I Googled it, and Google came up at like 1840 USD. And I looked at my, my credit card automatically updates to my phone. And so my credit card came in at 1855. One thing you need to watch for at stores is if they run the credit card transaction, they can accept that you know, when you use your credit card in stores and restaurants, sometime it'll want to convert for you. And in the conversion, you get screwed really hard. So always decline a conversion. Always make them charge you in the local currency. And so, you know, small stores like this where they run your credit card for you and you have no control over the little pad, you know, my inclination is to always start with a small purchase and then double check it. Because if they run that, you know, conversion, this could have cost me another $10 in the automatic conversion that they want you to, or the, you know, where they convert it to USD and then bill you in USD. Maybe I'll throw those screenshots up there, but that's the first shopping. I'm gonna go out and find some protein a little bit. There's a couple meat stores right down the street, but there we go. Okay, everybody, got a second shopping trip in. Got some toilet paper, paper towels. That's the top two. Toilet paper is $4.39, paper towels are $3.09. What's next there? Multivitamin 12, I think it's this. Is that right? No. I don't know. These receipts are so hard to read. Okay, so this is the trash bags. $1.39, yeah. So that's the shopping bag for 20 cents. That's the trash bags for $1.39. Then Happy 100. $79. Okay, so this is, we got some chips. They have different flavored chips. So the chips and the chocolate bar, I like to keep some chocolate in the fridge just in case. So that's the chocolate bar, that's the chips. So then, I can't believe the juice is only 79. That doesn't make sense. So I got this big juice. Oh, and then I got these. So maybe that's the 79, the cotton swabs. So where's the juice? Yeah, I don't know. Total is $15.30, rang in at I think $12 on the ATM. Let me double check that. Okay, I went shopping again. I forgot to do this before I stocked the fridge, so we'll give the fridge peepers some to chat about. It's an avocado, that's some meat I'm gonna cut up, some eggs, some hard-boiled eggs. This was here, water's me, chocolate bar is me. Okay, so I got these 12 waters. They were 40, whatever the cents is here. Each. They're usually 50 at the store when I walk down the street and $1 down the road. So that's those. I'm not gonna break everything down this time. This is some rosemary and oregano, alcohol, hand sanitizer. I got some hand soap. I like to wash my hands a lot. Ziploc bags. I bought my own scrubbies. I needed some scrubbies anyway. I'm probably gonna not fly to my next locations, so you know, buying some things for me is fine. A new toothbrush and toothpaste, new bar of soap, toothpicks, a couple coffees, a drink I want to try. I like to just try random stuff, but that looks interesting. And then some juices. I don't like to drink a lot of juice, but I'm having a hard time getting vitamins back in the body lately with the intermittent fasting and all the sweating. So all of that and the water, wow, that stuff, that's expensive stuff. So it came out to 37,000 or 3,700. And I checked the bank, it clocked in at $32. Things like if I remember right, these were expensive. Coffees were like 100. I think this was 200. And these are usually 300 or 400. I don't remember. But that's what I got. So that's a fish store, and that's starting to kind of, I don't think people appreciate how spoiled and how much luxury I'm actually living in. You may not see this as luxury, but I definitely do. So that was the fish store. There's a coffee shop, restaurant there. There's a place across the street there. And then farther down, where I got my purchase in my hands, over there, there's a bakery. There's a bakery here. There's a little like grocery store. Where is it? Right there. There's a little grocery store. And then down from that, there's a meat store, like a red meat store, chicken store. And then there's a, can't remember if it's a fruit stand and then a cheese store, or a cheese store, then a fruit stand. There's like a cheese, wine, and sausages down there. And then there's 2 fruit stands. You go a couple hundred yards down to the corner, and there's, on the corner, there's like a crepe place. There's 2 restaurants, and another cheese store right around the corner. And so it's like this little neighborhood. You know, there's more coffee shops than I can count just on this, you know, street, like a kilometer up, kilometer down. And, you know, I don't know what more you'd want, right? It's like I can go for a walk, and, you know, in 2 kilometers, I feel like I'm in the wilderness of Grand, maybe 3 kilometers, Grand Tirana Park. You know, but, you know, this little bakery here, you go in there and you get the loaf of bread, and they slice it for you and throw it in a bag. It's like sliced bread, ready to go. So it's just really, I don't know how to describe the, you know, luxury of fresh food here. A lot of random clips there, and amazingly, with all the sweets you didn't see and all the beer you didn't see, I still, my clothes got bigger, my waist got smaller, and I could sure walk a lot farther when I left Albania. But that's just some randomness. Been sitting in the queue for a while, thought I'd publish it.